when he fought Tank,
Yeah.
and there was the rehydration
Yeah.
clause, do you feel that had he fought Tank, I think they weighed 140, and he couldn't rehydrate above a certain level.
Yeah.
Had he fought it, let's just say they fight at 147. Do you believe Ryan beats Tank?
I believe he fought, was it 135?
130. He might have fought at 135.
Fought him at 135. So let me tell you all the
give us
all the roadblocks and stipulations on the contracts and this, because I didn't negotiate that fight. Ryan's lawyer and advisors negotiated that rehydration clause and the purse split and this. I was just like, let me stand back. Let me watch them make mistakes. I felt so bad for Ryan because he was sucked up.
Yeah.
He was a dead man. He reminded me of me when I fought Pacquiao. Okay. And then when the next day you can't weigh a certain amount.
Probably couldn't get over 140.
There's no chance he's gonna win against Tank, who's a beast.
Mm-hmm.
It's no chance.
If they fight again, and let's say they make the weight, let's just say the weight is 140. Do you believe Ryan is skilled enough? Because Tank did a great job of staying away from his power shot, that left, and did a great job of walking him into his left, which is his sweet spot.
Sure.
Do you believe if they fought again, let's just say they fought at 140, Ryan could beat him?
Well, at 140, Ryan's a big kid now. And
He ain't making 140,
he's not making 140.
So he got to be 147 or 154.
It's got to be 147, 145.
But
I'll tell you one thing.
Guns up there, Oscar.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're talking about Crawford. You're talking about Virgil Ortiz. But you're talking about some big boys there. But I really think that, weight class. That's why we have weight classes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we didn't start with boxing. I don't know how many years ago, putting rehydration clauses on the great fighters.
Right.
We just didn't hear of that.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we have weight classes, and so that's exactly what happened with Ryan. Does he beat Tank if he doesn't have the rehydration clause? I don't know. I just do not know, because Tank, like I said, is very skillful. He's a beast. He knows how to figure you out. But one thing about Tank, which I love, and this is why he's going to be great, because he fights.
Mm-hmm.
And when you fight, you're going to get hit. And when you fight, you're going to get hit, and you might get knocked out. But that's the beauty about Tank.
That's why they love him.
He fights, and that's why they love him. That's a perfect example.
Right.
Tank Davis is a star.
When Ryan get his situation worked out, who would you like to see Ryan fight?
At 147, I wouldn't mind watching him against Teofimo Lopez. I wouldn't mind watching him against, there's so many fighters. Boots Ennis.
You want to see him against Boots?
Why not? Let's make the great fights. Virgil Ortiz.
Wow.
That'll be great. There's a lot of fighters out there.
They are.
Errol Spence, Terence Crawford. Man, you can make so many fights.
Now, I don't think. Listen, it seems to me Crawford is hell bent on fighting Canelo, and he's willing to go up to 168 to do it. Because I don't believe Canelo can drop down to 160. He's been at that 168, 175. He probably walks around. What does Canelo walk around at? 185, 190?
90, easy, 200, easy.
So
he's a thick kid.
Yeah. So to come all the way down to, he's not coming back down to 160.
He's not. That's a far-fetched type of fight to be made. I think realistically, Terence Crawford, Virgil Ortiz, Boots Ennis, those are our modern,
Hagler, Hearns,
yeah, exactly, of today's era.
But it seems to me that Crawford doesn't seem that they bring the bang for the buck. They don't bring the eyeballs. They don't bring the pay-per-view vibes. They don't bring the butts in the seat. He says, it seems to me that he's like, well, I'm an undisputed champ in the four belt era.
Yep.
I just got another belt.
Sure.
Seems to me he's thinking the only fight that makes sense is Canelo.
It's Canelo. I think he's wrong. I really do think he's wrong. Crawford is in a unique situation. He needs a B-side to create a mega fight. He's that type of fighter.
Right.
He's the best talent out there in the world today, I think, pound for pound. But he's kind of like in a teeter-totter where it's like, man, does he sell or doesn't he sell? It all depends on the opponent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You think Boots Ennis does what? I guess a good number is 1 million pay-per-view buys.
No.
Boots does that?
No, not with Terence. I think the only maybe fights out there that do over 1 million homes, because to hit 1 million homes, there's a
lot going on now.
Oh yeah, there's a lot going on. People have short memories here, so they want to see the best fight the best.
Right.
I think the only fights are like Canelo, Terence Crawford, anything with Ryan Garcia, Virgil Ortiz, Terence Crawford. There's several out there, but you just need that perfect dance partner.
Right. Would you like to see a rematch with Tank and Ryan at 140? Let's just say 144.
I would love to see it at 147.
147.
Yeah.
That's a man.
It's too much for
That's a lot of weight for Tank.
It's too much for Tank. Yeah, it's too much for Tank. But it still would be an incredible competitive fight because Tank, he has the dog in him.
Oh yeah. He gonna fight.
Oh
now.
yeah.
There's one thing about Tank.
He won't go down easy.
He's slow 4 or 5 rounds,
Sure.
but once he
turns it up, oh man, it's beautiful.
He relentless.
It's beautiful.
He's relentless. What's Floyd? I guess Ryan Garcia and Floyd they've been talking, communicating. What's that relationship? What's that dynamic between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Ryan Garcia?
Well, yeah. I mean, now that Floyd was a little idle in the promotional business for a while. Now that he started again, he hired an individual that was actually my ex-CEO. Funny stories about that.
Schaefer?
Yes. So now that he started it up again, it's. Do I worry? No, because Floyd is probably talking to him as fighter to fighter.
Right.
Maybe he's slipping in some business. Hey, come sign with me or this and that. But look, I mean, Ryan knows exactly who helped him out. Ryan's a loyal guy who can, in boxing, who he'll tell me if he wants to leave me or he wants to stay with me. And, plus we have a contract, so.
Do you think Floyd will make a great trainer?
I think so. I think he'll make a great trainer like his father. His father had something very unique. He was a sergeant. I think Floyd has that same attribute where it's like he takes no shit from nobody, Like he'll dump. I remember one time his father dumped a water bucket on me at 5 a.m. in the morning to wake up to go run. Nobody has ever done that. Not to the Golden Boy. Come on. And he did it, and I respected him from that day on.
Right, because you look at some of the trainers, Buddy McGirt, Floyd Sr.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the great trainers were fighters.
Yeah.
And
that's true.
But not like Floyd, historically great, because a lot of times when you look at Oscar and we say, the greater the player, the less the ability to coach.
Sure.
Because they're looking at it like, bro, why can't you do that?
Right.
I could do that in my sleep.
Right.
But that's what made you great.
Exactly.
So the thing that I have with Floyd, there's no question he knows the game.
Sure.
But would he rub off as like, damn, that would be so easy for me?
One thing about Floyd is that he's a hard worker, so he'll implement that to his arsenal, right?
Okay.
To his training arsenal. He'll make you work hard, just like his father.
Yes.
In boxing, we have a lot of great trainers, but we've only had a handful of great teachers.
Oh, okay.
That's the difference, Emmanuel Stewart.
Yes.
Man, top 3 of my training. I had 7 trainers in my whole career. You have to take a look at it.
Why does boxers have so many trainers?
You keep learning, you keep growing. You outlast your trainer. They can't teach you anymore. Yeah. So those teachers are not around anymore, like Eddie Futch.
Yeah.
Who trained Bernard Hopkins.
Yeah.
I mean, those guys, God bless them, but all these trainers want to be heroes now, they want to get on camera. Hey, I'm here, look at me. No, it's quite a unique gift that these guys had, that these teachers had, and that's why when he had like 3 of them in the sport of boxing.
The Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney. You want to see a rematch of that? What transpired? Because he's been suspended. They say PEDs. They say there's trace amounts. So Oscar, what can you tell us about that situation?
When we landed fight week in New York, Monday, I believe it was, that Monday, the first call I received, hey, please help us. Ryan Garcia's drunk in his room and he's with women. I'm like, what? Is this what I have to deal with the whole week? Imagine if Ryan Garcia was 100%, what he would do to Devin Haney.
Right.
Do I want to see a rematch? No, it doesn't call for it. I think Ryan he just mopped. I mean, it was crazy. You know, it was what Ryan Garcia, he just made him look like an amateur. You know, I don't care if they say he was on steroids and this and that. He was 30% up in that ring. 30%. Imagine if he was 100%.
Will he ever take it serious enough to be that 100%?
I believe he will. I really, really do. I think, you know, in order to lift yourself back up, you have to touch the floor. You know, you have to slip and touch the floor. And I think if Ryan Garcia, and I know he has the strength to do it, I think he will come back better, stronger than ever.
Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party, because you know we like to do something before two something.